you need to see How to Train Your Dragon. It is amazing.
Hello, and
I think I've seen the Road to El Dorado either.
no, I've seen the Road to El Dorado. That's one of
I
my
might have
favourites.
seen
You
it,
should watch it.
I've seen Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Hello, and welcome back to Spyro 2.
Oh, okay.
Just as soon as I plug the stream and let people know we're live. Alright, I'm Ollie, I'm here with Pete and Paris. How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm asking us like we haven't been talking for the past few minutes.
Yeah, we've been on call for at least 20 minutes at this point.
Yeah. Just been talking about our favourite DreamWorks movies.
Yeah.
On the Discord call, that is. We're not doctors.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, I forget what we were doing. What were we doing? Where were we gonna go next?
Where did you come from, Cat?
What levels have we done?
Let's see. Guidebook. We have done Crystal Glacier, Skelos Badlands, Zephyr, Breeze Harbour, Icy Speedway, and Metro Speedway, although apparently we've only done 50% of Icy Speedway.
I think that's because we didn't do the
orb.
the Hunter mission.
Yeah, where is Icy Speedway?
Oh,
Let's do that. Oh, by the way, Pete, you can see and hear this, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Where was Icy Speedway again?
It's
Am I going the right way?
Yeah.
Bugger.
You know about Spyro
I
climbing?
think you can walk there, can't you?
Oh.
I think you can. Yeah.
You know what Spyro climbing the ladders reminds me of?
What?
Ladder Goat.
I don't think I know that.
It's basically just a video of a goat climbing a ladder, and it's just really funny.
Okay, where's the Hunter mission? Where do I go?
He's hiding in an igloo.
Okay.
I think he's right at the start of the level.
Hiding in an igloo. Well, there's some ice. I mean, we're not on a time limit, so no rush. Where are you, Hunter? Oh, if you could both get the Twitch stream up, if possible, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Just because it helps with viewers. And
That'd
stuff.
be great.
That'd be great. If
What do you want to
seen that movie?
right?
There's an igloo. I haven't. No, which movie is it?
Office Space.
Ah, right. Okay, I can see him. He's in.
Oh, you have to charge into it.
I literally flew in
Looks
here,
like
mate.
You're ready for a more serious challenge. How about a little paragliding? You're not afraid.
Oh, this one's hard.
Great. I'll tow you behind my snowmobile.
My brother in Christ,
and you
I can
maneuver
fly.
through the rings. Don't miss any, or we'll have to start over.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. This Hunter mission.
That's a lot of rings.
And that's why.
That is bullshit. I didn't see one.
Hey, I heard you were good at this flying stuff. Oh well, want to go for it again? Great.
Okay, so I just checked the stream on Twitch. Sounds good to me.
Alright, brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm not sure I got it open, actually. Whoop, bugger. Yep, just a second.
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you okay, Pete.
Because it says on Discord there's no signal. I don't know why.
Well, no, you're definitely coming through. And you're coming through on the stream. Can you hear me alright?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's try this again.
Great!
When I do body streams like this, I usually like to at least offer to let other people play, but it doesn't look... I mean, Pete, if you want to get onto your PS5 and get into a party, I could share play with you if you like. But,
Can you do that with PS5 and PS4?
yes, you can. I do it with Dan all the time. So if you ever want to tag in and have a go, you're welcome to. I'm not sure Paris has a PlayStation, do you?
No, I don't. I have a Nintendo Switch.
I was getting...
Switch is the
But I
best
don't have
console, to be fair.
Pardon?
Switch is best console, to be fair.
Hey, I heard you were good
Yeah,
at
that's-
this
What, a
flying
controller
stuff.
for my
Oh,
Switch?
well.
Oh,
Wanna
the
go
Switch
for it
Pro
again?
controller is the most comfortable controller I've ever held.
Great! I'll tow you behind.
I wish I was using that.
Yeah, I'm looking
frankly.
forward to being able to use it. I only bought it yesterday.
The
And
battery
I'm
life
not
on
at
those
home.
things is great. And also, they're just... Again, they're so comfortable to hold.
Yep.
I could try and do this for you if you don't manage to do it.
Well, let's see how I do. That was 30. Let's try it again.
I really think it would be like, I think we suggested it in a previous stream. I feel like it would be cool to do like a Mario Kart tournament on live.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps we will soon. Do you have Smash Brothers?
Although I don't
I
think
don't-
Seb has a Switch though.
Pardon?
Seb doesn't have a Switch though, does he?
Always one, isn't there?
Oh no, he doesn't.
There's always one, and it's usually him. 30 again. I seem to be having trouble with the same one.
You want to give it one more try, and then
Great!
maybe I could
Yeah, alright.
try it.
Are you on your PlayStation now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What PlayStation? Am I on my PlayStation or am I on PlayStation now? Did you say?
Right, no, you're on your...
That was a real question.
Oh, no. PlayStation Now is just PlayStation Plus now. Oh,
So you did it.
hey. Okay.
I do my hair swap, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Oh,
Good
okay.
as hell, man.
45. Do you want to tag in, Pete?
Okay, how do I do that?
Right,
Hey,
I
heard
will
you
have
were
to
good at
invite
this
you
flying
to a
stuff.
chat
Oh,
party. Please mute the mic on your PlayStation.
Okay.
Because we're on Discord. I'll have to invite you to that. Where are you? I have you on PlayStation, don't I? Come on. I'm just doxing people left and right because... Right, create new group. Are you online right now, or are you just appearing offline?
I might be appearing offline.
Right. Well, there you are. I have invited you to a chat party. Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. No thanks, mate. Thanks for the comment. Right, okay.
Oh, don't you want to get famous?
Not particularly. It'd be good to be able to make money doing this, but... Okay, here you are. Right. I have invited you to play as me on the share play. Okay.
Great! I'll tow you behind my snowmobile,
Oh, fuck.
and you maneuver through the
Well, that was a bad start.
Here will have to start
Yeah,
over.
it happens.
Hey, great!
Good.
Okay. Alright, we're nearly there. Oh!
That was close though.
Hey, great!
Nothing to squint at.
Oh.
Oh.
That looked like it jerked you away on its own.
I'll be back.
Okay,
Great!
What? Yeah. Not always. Not always. Yeah. Could you bring out to me? Because I'm very involved. Yeah, sorry about that.
problem?
Hi. Oh, that's annoying. I'm annoyed for you for that one.
Oh.
Hey, I heard. Great!
Oh, so close.
That was really close. That last one looks really like annoyingly hard.
Hey, I heard. Great!
Hey!
Yes. Nice. I like that how initially the guy went, I thought you were supposed to be good at flying. Like, as if that's not like the biggest salt and wound thing I've
Now how do
said.
I pass it back to you?
Oh, do you want to tag out? I'll do.
Yeah.
You don't. I have to. Stop share play. Okay. Just.
Leave the party as well.
No, don't leave the party.
Oh, I've already done it.
Well, get back in the party in case you want to tag back in again.
If I do,
I'll just hold it round me.
I'll just hold it.
You're that far away from just clip it in.
That's just laziness, that.
Okay. Alright, yes, that's where Icy Speedway was. Okay, where shall we go next?
Oh, it's a castle.
What levels haven't we done?
I think there's... I don't think we've done Scorch yet.
That one. Scorch.
Okay. Oh, what's this one? Shady Oasis. We haven't
Let's
done
do
that.
Scorch first, and then do that.
Okay.
Because they're like sister levels.
Oh, are they? Magma Cone is also one we haven't done yet. Fracture Hills, we haven't done that one either.
Oh, it's that one.
Shall we save that one for a bit later then?
Yeah.
Scorch.
Although we don't have to do the alchemist mission the first time.
I hate that mission. Could you possibly not take the most dangerous route possible and pass through every single Earthshaker?
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing humanoid characters in Spyro.
What?
I'm not used to seeing human...
No, not that. I was saying, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
He was being hooked up by his teeth!
Handel and Greta.
Oh my god. Side note, also, why whenever people are writing about, like, kids' characters, why do they always have it so they, like, hey, well, I would talk like this because I apparently have a speech impairment.
Yeah.
Like, well, kids don't talk like that. The closest thing I had to having a speech impediment as a kid was I couldn't register when I said something once and I would say something twice. Which got me into a lot of trouble.
I think there's a switch in the tower that will open the door and raise the flag, giving the castle the
I imagine
all-clear
it
sign.
did. Oh.
Yeah, like one time this kid called me Big Nose, and I said I don't have a big nose. So I said Big Nose twice because I didn't register that I said it once. Huh?
What? If you call me Big Nose one more time, I'll take you fucking cleaners.
Oh, calm down, Big Nose, or whatever he said. From what's it called?
Life of Brian.
Yes.
I watched that the other day.
It's a good movie.
What do you want me up? There's people waiting to be crucified out here. Bloody Romans.
You lucky bastard!
You lucky jammy bastards.
Oh my god. It's such a good movie. And some of the jokes, like they couldn't get away with now, but they're still kind of funny.
Well, him to the floor, Centurion. What's that? Throw him to the floor.
Oh my god, you know that scene where he's like, I have a friend called Tickus, or whatever the fuck it is.
Stickers.
No, it is
Yeah.
bigger stickers.
Yeah. Okay, the guards in that scene who were laughing, they weren't told anything about that scene. All they were told was that they weren't allowed to laugh, and if they laughed, they weren't getting paid.
Ah,
I have heard that.
It just makes that scene just 10 times better knowing that.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't dock their pay for when they did laugh.
No.
I don't think they did.
I'm sure they only said that just so they would.
Yeah, just to get like a real, laugh out of them.
Yeah. Because when you know you can't laugh, that's when it's really hard not to.
Yeah.
Hello, Hunter.
The monkeys have escaped from the Avalar Zoo, and I've been sent here to catch them. But they keep throwing coconuts at me, and it hurts. Can you help me out? Great! Just charge the tree before I get hit. I'll be able to catch the monkeys as they fall. Follow me!
Oh, you've got to wait until he's directly below the tree. God forbid he actually try to put the monkey in the barrel.
I feel like a little giggle when I mention my friend. Because...
What about you? Do you find it reasonable?
when I say that... Because...
He has a wife, Incontinentia.
Incontinentia buttocks.
I will not have my friends ridiculed by
the common soldiery.
Thanks for your help, Spyro. Please take this. One of the monkeys had it.
Yeah,
He wanks as high as any in womb. My father was a woman. It's towards the end. When you actually see bigger stickers.
Yes, it is amazing.
No, your father was a woman.
No, woman. Ah! At the rate we're gathering orbs, we'll be able to kick Ripto's ass as soon as we get to the winter tundra. Ow.
He's still got the role in this version. That was in the first game.
Was that a coded tip feed? It's like, why aren't you rolling, you fucking rube?
It's like you're trying to get yourself killed. Fucking idiot.
Fucking twat.
Filthy casual.
Bloody Romans.
I'm not the Messiah.
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
What
Oh,
on earth?
Alright, I'm the Messiah.
He is the Messiah. No! Fuck off!
How would you like
How
it
should
to
we fuck off?
Oh my god.
Spyro, you
This is
make
one of
a
those
great
movies
secret
that's
agent.
like you can watch a million times and it will still be funny.
You can have this
Yeah.
talisman. I stole it
It's
when
a-
the soldiers weren't looking.
It's a lot easier to watch than the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that one's a bit crappy. Although it is kind of funny when he's like hopping on the guard's hopping on one leg and he's like, it's a flesh wound.
What's the meaning of life again?
That was quite.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
I think Life
The only thing I remember for it is the machine. The machine that goes ping or whatever it was.
The machine that goes bing.
Hey Spyro, we need those flags to prove our secret mission was successful. But the flag keeper keeps stealing them. If you can knock the flag keeper down, you could bring the flags
5-star
back.
difficulty,
My
eh?
secret decoder ring says that
Alright.
Oh, it is in this version. I think this took me about an hour in this.
Have you
What?
what?
Probably not an hour.
Have you
What were you
seen
gonna
like anything from like Jeff Dunham?
I've seen Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
Yes. Silence!
I kill.
I kill you.
And Jose Jalapeno.
Jose Jalapeno.
Jose Jalapeno on his
On a
stick.
stick. I'm a jalapeno on a stick.
I never really vibe with Jeff Dunham, to be honest, but...
I found him funny.
So you have to go back through the level and find the flag keeper.
It's okay, senor. I'm going to hire Ahmed to kill him. Oh my god. He has some funny videos. One of my favorite ones is I was once watching it with my stepmom, and it was like the part where with Ahmed, and he just I don't remember what the joke was, but he just kept going, "That's what she said! That's what she said!" And me and my stepmom, we just could not stop
Michael
laughing.
Scott.
Huh?
So he's Michael Scotting.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Even now, it just makes us cackle.
So the flag keeper's at one of the flag poles. Well, yeah. That's where he would be.
Yeah.
I think he might be up there.
Oh my god. And one of the videos where where Peanut took Jose Jalapeno to a spa and just put him in a vegetable cooler. He put me in the vegetable cooler. It's the same thing! No, it's not the same thing. You put him in water and it gets hot and it goes...
Well, have you been at that platform that... Go back. Go back to the bridge.
Okay,
And go to the right.
oh, right, no, I haven't. Let's, recharge the power up first. But then I'll go there.
That looks elegant.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot of diamonds. Oh hey,
Hey,
someone.
yeah. Sorry, Paris, what was that?
I'm pretty sure these are fake. Oh my god. Just something in the chat.
Oh yeah, that was Pete. Pete
Yeah, I
was
think
me. Switch it.
I bet it's gonna be a Rickroll. I bet you're gonna open it and you're just gonna make what do 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 do.
Okay, anyway.
Oh wait, no, he's on the top of the flagpoles, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's why you need the super flame thing. I'm an idiot, apparently.
Well, you said it, not me. No, I'm joking.
You goddamn beat me to it. My ugly sister was supposed to get the flag. Literally the most accurate representation of how kids think about each other.
Oh, there you are.
How even though people found this offensive, all they did was change his name.
The what?
People found this character offensive,
Yeah.
and all they did was change his name to Bomb,
What was it before?
because he was Bombo.
Oh, that is... Okay, I don't blame people for finding that kind of offensive. Because it kind of is! Their intentions might not have been, let's make this offensive, but it is kind of offensive.
Well, Spyro 2 did come out before 9/11.
That I was just about to
Oh, okay,
ask
fair.
that.
Okay, yeah. Their intentions definitely weren't, let's do something offensive. That was definitely it did an age like milk kind of joke, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot harder in this version.
this all you've got to do?
Yeah.
They could have changed his name to Bono.
They could have, yeah. But they didn't.
Oh, God.
Great, but there are still 2 flags out.
Yep, let's get this over with. Why can't you just like do? Why can't you just be at the one at the end? Because I've already done this bit.
That makes it easier. And there's nothing worse than making a game easier.
Making it harder?
I mean, I suppose, if you want to think that.
No, it's like, if it's gonna make me come back through here every time, why can't he just do the one at the end and call it done?
I think you can get to that one from that
Close, Spyro. Just
that
one
bit near the
more.
bridge.
What, the whirlwind, you mean?
Yeah.
That was on this side. No, it wasn't. Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yep.
Stereotypes are lazy characters.
I've realised Greta's still at the beginning
Yeah.
and at the end.
So easily, Purple Beast.
Oh, screw you.
Oh, screw you!
You won't get my last flag so easy, In the words of Aladdin, you think that was easy?
Yeah.
Alright.
You won't beat
That's
Dragon.
such a
I have
good
literally unlimited chances.
Alright.
There is literally no failure state to which I am susceptible. I can the game will let me try as many times as I need to. This is a foregone conclusion.
Better eat to live, better still to eat, tell you what about it if I got the time. One jump ahead of the wrong thing. Wrong jump. One jump ahead of my doom.
Gotcha.
I think.
I'm gonna use an underblue.
Have either of you seen Twisted?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's really good. It's by
Great job,
it's a
Aiden
YouTube channel
Spyro.
called Team Starkid. They've done a musical of Aladdin, but
They're the ones.
Or that
They're the
I-
ones who did the Batman musical, aren't they?
Holy Musical Batman, yes. Also a Harry Potter musical and the Star Wars musical Annie. But,
Oh,
yeah, but they did Twisted, the untold story of a royal vizier, and it's like Aladdin if Jafar was the good guy.
It's like Wicked, but
But
Aladdin.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I think you
cool. I need to check that out.
missed them. Oh,
I've missed
2 gems. I think I know where they are.
Spark
I think I
says-
saw them at the beginning.
At the beginning, you say?
Although you can get there with the shortcut, with the whirlwind.
Well, I'm probably closer to here now. Ah, right. Up there, are they? And, Prince Ahmed actually gets, a subplot in Twisted. Your princess seems to think that she can sick a Bengal tiger on a foreign dignitary and there will be no political consequences. This Jafar... this Jafar is an act of war.
In the live action already.
Yeah. The king thinks he can force his daughter to marry who he sees fit and think there's gonna be no repercussions.
Well, I mean, in that time, in that sort of part of the world, they could.
Yeah. They still can in
I
some
watched
sort
the
of
first
part
two
of the world.
films
It's
again
awful.
after Gilbert Gottfried died.
Yeah.
I found out about that when I was at my theatre group. I saw your message.
Yeah.
I got my phone out and I saw your message. Oh shit, Gilbert Gottfried's dead.
Yeah. Every time a celebrity's trending, you basically got to play a game of Dead or Predator. Because statistically...
Dead or
Or
cancelled?
birthday. Like every time David Jason's trending.
Oh.
Oh god, that one.
Okay. Where do we go next?
Let's do Stadium Oasis next.
Okay, where was that again?
Back.
Such a pretty castle.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
Frontier Hills.
Oh, someone made a winter mod for this level.
Oh, cool. Such pretty windows.
And they put the Hero's Tale music in it.
Oh. Sorry, Pete, where am I going?
It's go down the steps and then go left. And it's in like the little castle.
In the little castle.
Through-
Oh, yeah.
Go back.
Ow.
And it's
There it
there.
is. Shady Oasis.
Oh, it's still hippo. Oh god. Hippo's not so little anymore. It's got the Mario treatment.
How many calories are in one of those cherries?
Oh my god, have you heard of Matt Pat from Game Theory?
Yeah.
I have heard of him.
He should do that. Should be a theory that he does. How many
A
calories?
game theory.
Yeah, he should do how many calories are in a
Good thing you're here.
a
I've been trying to get a berry
Mario
out of this one
mushroom.
berry bush, but I'm just not strong enough. If you charge or flame the bush, one of those yummy berries should drop.
Okay, so can Spyro eat those?
If only. Like the Cannon and Dreamweavers in the first game.
Yeah. Ooh. Speak up if you want to go, Pete, by the way. Because, you know, I don't want to hog all the control.
Your stream?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright for now. If you're having trouble with something, I'll tag in if you want.
Yeah, I'm alright for now. It's just, it's like, you know, it always feels a bit self-aggrandizing when you just have people watch you playing a game all the time. It's like, you know, you can have a go if you want.
Isn't that like what gamers do essentially, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what all streamers do. But I'm not sure I'm interesting enough for that. Or, well, at least, I'm not the kind of, like, you know, streamers tend to be quite hyperactive, don't they? So,
Yeah.
I just don't have that energy. But, you know, I like to think there's a market for the more chill stream.
Yeah.
Be interesting to watch, honestly.
There was a couple of streams I used to watch that well, one of them got cancelled.
Why'd they get cancelled?
Because he cheated on his girlfriend and kicked her out of their house.
Oh my god! What a douche!
And then some more stuff came out about him.
He
I mean,
did.
I even met this guy.
Oh my god.
Like, I only heard in passing, but his initials wouldn't happen to be PJ, would they?
PJ?
Yeah. I'm thinking of someone else, don't worry.
No, I don't know who you're talking about. It was JM.
JM?
Jake Monroe.
Oh, right, that's a name I have heard, but I never knew the guy it belonged to, in any capacity.
You're better off not knowing who he is.
I don't really watch streamers, to be honest. Which, like, sounds pretty, arrogant, given that I am trying to be one. But, thing is, I prefer playing games.
You used to be one.
That's fair.
I mean, I've watched a few of them, but, like, most of the Twitch channels I follow are people who, like, I follow for other work that just also happen to stream games.
Okay.
Like most
In the original, you could double jump up there, but you can't now.
They knew that Spyro would be too dangerous with a double jump.
Too powerful.
He's too powerful. Have you seen those, like, society if memes? And it's like society if Spyro was allowed to keep the double jump, and it's all futuristic.
Oh, that.
But you were always able to do that. Like,
now we can eat berries all
oh,
the time.
it's the lamp.
Here, take this. It's a gift from all of us hippos.
Give me the lamp.
Why do you find those berries easier to get to than the other ones? They look even higher up.
It reminds me of this game I was playing. I don't remember what it was called, but in this game it was like you go to a farm and the farmer was like, "Oh darn, I've forgotten to feed my animals. could you, adventurer, do it? And it's like, you've forgotten to do something. You've now remembered that you have to do it. Why don't you do it? It's like one of those missions where it's like, okay, but why though?
I love that expression. Okay, but why though?
Oh, you can't do this yet.
Oh,
Spyro, my brothers have been trapped in solid rock.
I mean,
I'm afraid you'll need to learn some kind of head bash move.
I hate levels you've got to come back to later. Well, no, I don't hate them. It's just I hate having to come back later because I don't know something yet.
Sounds like work. Work I don't want to do.
Yeah. We were talking about Kung Fu Panda earlier. I'm generally not invested in celebrities and being a fan of people, but I really hope nothing untoward ever comes out about Jack Black. I mean,
I agree.
I don't reckon I could handle that. Like,
yeah, there's some celebrities I am kind of interested in, but I'm not like, you know how some. I'm not trying to criticize people, but some fangirls, fanboys like get crazy into their.
Yeah, it's a little much, kind of people.
Yeah. But it's like a case of like there are some celebrities where I'm like, oh yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. I try not to form parasocial relationships if I can help it.
Yeah. Also, those types of relationships are also kind of dangerous.
Yeah. Which is not to say there aren't people I'd love to meet one day, but
yeah, you just have to be careful in who you look up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it seems like everyone's got skeletons in their closet, so
yeah.
to speak.
It's just a matter of how bad are those skeletons.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Puritan. Like, I'm pretty...
Yeah. But
well, Ollie, do you want me to tag in?
Do you want to tag in?
If you're having trouble, then I could tag in.
I'm just trying to...
Ideally, you really shouldn't be admiring, any celebrity.
Yeah. Well, they're as human as the rest of us, is the thing.
Yeah, exactly. And when you idolize them in a way that's beyond idolizing them as a person, but idolizing them as a celebrity, that's when it can become a little bit more risky to do that.
Yeah. Oh. Tell you what, Pete, do you want to play for a bit? I mean, I'll take that as a yes. Let me just see if I can. Right, yeah. Gotcha. Okay, now I'll tag you in, Pete.
What?
And you just let me know when you want to tag out.
I'll play as the host. Oh, I'm Ollie. Nah, there's nothing I could.
I'm sure there is. Pete's just very nice.
In your opinion, what's like the hardest game that you've ever played?
Cuphead.
Cuphead.
I've not played that, but
Oh my god, no, hold on a sec. I'm playing Cuphead right now and I'm finding it so hard.
I can't even get past the first level.
I spent an hour on that first level before I got past it. I'm not sure if I would benefit from like playing on a control. Holy shit, it's hard. I mean, I love it. Cuphead, it's got like some of the most beautiful graphics I've ever seen, and it's probably one of the greatest like homages to like, you know, what's it called? It's not Jellyfish era. It's something like that. Era to cartoons. It's like one of the, but it's so hard. Oh my god, I both love it and hate it. Okay, so that's the hardest game you've ever played. So imagine playing that blindfolded and having to rely on other people's instructions and directions.
Oh bloody hell, that sounds like a nightmare.
It would be a nightmare, but it's something that once I've completed the game officially, I would want to try doing.
Wait, was that you?
No. I think the hardest game I've ever played, it's probably one of the Souls games. I've only ever finished one of them, 2 of them.
Thanks for bringing back
No, right, that's Dark Souls.
Some fairy left it with me.
It's not really my type of game.
I've still not played it. I was told, I don't know by who, but someone said to me, don't play Dark Souls until I've completed Cuphead, because Dark Souls is nothing compared to Cuphead. That's what I've heard. Don't quote me.
I mean, they're 2 very different styles of game.
Yeah.
I remember when the Insane Trilogy came out, people were comparing it to Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls has become universal shorthand for thing is difficult. Thing is though, Dark Souls
It was always difficult. The Insane Trilogy's easier.
Yeah, I've not actually played the Insane Trilogy. I should probably do that. After I'm done with Spyro, we should do that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. After we're done with Spyro, we should do the Insane Trilogy as well. That could be a thing.
Yeah.
It's Cash Fanuka!
How about we make him a bandicoot and name him after the thing he does? And what does he do? We haven't even started making the game yet. Does he wank? Is it Wank Bandicoot?
What's the first video game you ever recall playing?
I can answer this one. I was only 5, but I don't know if my stepdad bought it for himself at the time, or it was something one of my parents had. They had an old Nintendo Entertainment System, the old NES, and there was a cartridge with both Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on it. And I remember playing Duck Hunt with the little light gun, but I obviously I was only 5, I had no idea what to do, so I just sort of shot randomly at the screen. And that was my first video game.
I think
Lemmings? I can't remember if that was the first game I played.
Okay, so mine's a little bit complicated because my mum got me these VTech things, which kind of got me into video games in the first place.
Right.
And I think my first one I played on it was, and this just shows what kind of kid I was. I think it was Disney's Cinderella story.
Oh.
And it was like, it's not even like that hard of a game. It was like a point and click kind of game.
Yeah.
But it's something that got me into video games as a whole. But apart from that, the first like what I would say real video game I remember playing was Mario Kart.
Ah, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of everyone's early games at the very least. Like, you know, it's a very natural progression.
I had Mario Kart on a GBA.
Yeah.
On a GBA.
Game Boy Advance. It was.
Oh right, I never had a Game Boy.
I had a Game Boy. It was a Pokemon machine as far as I was concerned.
I played Pokemon.
Did you say you hate Pokemon?
No, I said I've never played it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I've
watched the anime though.
As a kid, I was never into it because the only thing I knew about it was the anime, and I did not like the anime.
Did you get all the treasure?
All the treasure that I could get, because you need to head back to get some of it. You can tag back in now if you want.
Oh, are you sure you don't want to play? Or...
No, it's your stream.
Okay. Oh, Spyro's got a sneeze as his idle animation. Is that new? Because I don't recall ever seeing that.
I think it was in the original. I might be wrong.
Yeah. Okay, where shall we go next? I mean...
That's, Fracture Hills.
Ugh, I suppose if we must.
No, we don't have to do the Alchemist mission.
Yeah. I mean, I probably like the level fine apart from that bit. There was a long glide I can't recall how to get to in this...
Oh, I know where it is.
Oh, direct me. Where do we go?
Go back to where the, yeah. Go to the back of the castle. Back where you were. Other way.
Oh, other way. Yeah.
Keep going.
Ow.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah.
And it's that door there, not that one. There's a door that you can break open.
Would you like me to take you to a world where you can find a new talisman? Okay, come find.
But it.
Up the stairs.
Oh right. Okay.
And it's that one.
Oh.
And in the original, you could skip to Gulp from there.
Can you not in this one?
No. You could glitch through the wall. Alright.
No wonder I had trouble finding it. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get a little higher. Is this the highest point we can get to?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, this was definitely it.
This is just making me think of my childhood.
Yeah. Long distance. Complete the
nice.
rides at orbit art and break. And we've got all the treasure here.
Wow. It's great.
Okay. Right. Now. How do we
I
get...
don't think you're supposed...
How the hell
I
are we
don't think
going...
you can.
Not with that attitude.
No.
Not with that attitude. And now, what level do you want to do?
Well, we were going to go to Fracture Hills, weren't we? Okay. Ah. Who put that back?
What was like your favourite video game as a kid?
Oh, that is a
Probably
tough
this.
question. I mean, Spyro was up there, but what's the cut-off age for as a kid?
13.
About 13.
Because that's when you become a teenager.
Okay. I mean... It was either Spyro, Final Fantasy, I think it was either 8 or 9, or a game on the Dreamcast called Shenmue, which has aged like probably the worst out of all of them.
Ape Escape?
I never really had that one, I only played a demo.
I think you can get that on PS4 now. PS5, I mean.
Well, hello there, Mr. Dragon. You're pretty cute for a quadruped.
What is that accent?
I
And
wish
you
I could
didn't
take
have
you on
that
a
one
tour of our
before.
temple, but a bunch of lousy earth shapers have encased it.
Yeah,
with
they're
stone.
Scottish in this one.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're supposed to be Scottish.
Yeah, fair enough. I do actually like that as like a level mechanic.
Go on.
That's
Thank you for releasing
it's a
me.
really
There
shit
is still
Scottish
some more
accent if
satyrs
that's what
trapped
it's
in
meant to
stone.
be.
In the original, it was like a mix of Scottish, Irish, and Welsh. Thank you for releasing me. There are still some satyrs trapped in stone.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack's here.
Oh, hello, Jack. How are we wasting time today? Oh, chop.
Playing Spyro!
Shall we do the Shall we give the alchemist mission one try while we're here?
You want me to do the alchemist mission in one try? Okay, I'll give it a go. Is that the challenge of the stream?
Hey.
Ugh.
Oh, we can just do... I mean, when I play this, I save the alchemist mission until I've got the head bash. But while we're all here, we could give it one try.
Yeah?
I like that they kept the tune they play. I seem to remember that's the same one.
Yeah. I like that they changed the music in this. Because in the original, this and Idle Springs had the same music, but in this one they've got different. It's the same tune, but they've done two different versions of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I heard you let the world once.
Not the breeze! Not the breeze!
If they can break a temple out of a mountain of stone with their music, why don't they just use it to kill the Earth Shapers?
Question. Why don't you ask them?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just shoot him? Look, I have a gun upstairs. I'll go in and we'll shoot him together.
Yeah. Bang,
That's-
dead, done.
You just don't get it, do you? Alright, zip it. Zip it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, exhibit A.
When a trouble comes along, you must zip it.
You must zip it. Zip it good.
How art thou, Jack?
I'm currently trying, on The Sims, I'm trying to build a 8-sim tiny home.
8-sim tiny home?
Yeah, so that means 32 tiles, and I have to fit 8 sims into this. And they have to be able to cook, clean, bathe, and have at least one activity, and sleep.
That's gonna be... It's gonna be a bit of a tight fit.
Yes, but I've done it before, so I can do it again. Just the question of how is this going to look?
Having a normal one then. Okay.
Cool update.
Ow. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna need to
The Satyrs that live here.
If I like that,
stone with their
I'm
hands.
having that accent.
But the Earth Shapers have encased
Sorry?
them in stone too.
what'd you say, Pete?
And I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that. Them having that accent in this.
Yeah.
They sounded like Valley Girls before.
Yeah.
I'm like totally.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I was taken aback by her specifically. But I would have been all in favour of them not redoing the voice acting at all.
Why did they redo the voice acting?
Well, they redid everything, but
I think I think one reason they did it is so they could put in things like action button or jump button or whatever. Because in the original it was only for PlayStation.
yeah.
Alright.
So they said
Okay.
X button, square button, triangle button or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so I've managed to fit in 6. Need to do 2 more. How am I gonna do this?
Well, they might not even have the files for the voice acting it from the original anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I know in the Medieval remake they kept some of the original voice acting.
They look so
The second
sad.
one, I mean.
They do, don't they?
Because I remade it before on the PSP.
Ah, yes.
With Tom Baker.
Okay, I know how I can make this. Okay, I figured out how to do it. It's just gonna look very, like, military-esque.
The actor who played the villain in Medieval, I think it was Paul Darrow. When me, Seb, and Jack went to Comic-Con, he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, but
he couldn't make it because he was ill, and then I think like something like 2 days later he died.
Oh dear. Sounds like a pretty good reason why I couldn't come. That's an awful joke. I'm so sorry for making that joke.
No, it's okay. It's okay. There have been worse jokes made on this stream.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Good.
Only a little bit though. I figured something else out on, but I'm not sure if this is functional or not.
What's that?
You like unfreezing characters from staring. That's dark.
What?
Yeah. Have you heard the story Medusa? That's a dark story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the unsanitized version.
Yeah.
Where she was a victim who got punished for it.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, a dragon! Perhaps you can help. My friend.
Oh, she sounds more Irish than Scottish.
Do you know how hard it is to find a locksmith at this time of night?
Break down the door.
Then go ahead and break down the door.
I assume there's a supercharge somewhere.
Yeah. It's right there.
Oh god, this is where the alchemist has to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
There he is. There's
Bastard.
the fucker. I'm taking the treasure around your house.
I didn't so much shut women and children only is. There they are! There's the fuckers!
Yeah. How did you manage to pierce the hull of the boat beneath the water?
I fucked it.
You fucked it.
I got this act right. Activated it until there was this really great big hole and I thought, yeah, that's fucked it.
I don't understand the movie reference you're making.
I'd like to try it out, but the
Want some live?
have made going out a bit difficult.
Okay.
Offer me an escort.
This bastard.
I'll be waiting here, but Hunter will be very angry with me if I don't get
You know what? Shall we do it and just let him get killed?
He's literally right next door to him.
Yeah.
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says.
And the one Earth Shaper that he would have had to walk past, he doesn't even walk past.
He owes me a.
No, he said there was a supercharge nearby. I wonder if I could use it to kill these in advance.
They go back.
Oh.
You can't kill them until you get the head bash. I mean, you can kill these ones.
Like so. Games that makes me go.
I'm sponsored.
I just realised the insect that's following Spyro around is a dragonfly.
Yeah.
How did I not realise that? It's so appropriate.
Yeah, the supercharge is back there.
Oh yeah, it's through here, isn't it?
No. Go back.
Oh no, you go through there with it.
Yeah.
They didn't so much shout women and children only as there they are.
They are. There's the fuckers.
Okay, let's do this challenge of the stream. Can I do the alchemist mission in one try?
Go for it. You can do it. I believe.
You escort me past those Earth Shapers? Great. Just keep.
Why don't we just let him get killed the first time?
This potion to Hunter.
Oh no.
Yeah. Why are you going around there? Stop. If you're interested in getting past them, I'm just gonna let that one hit him.
Will you escort me past those Earth Shapers? Great.
It's not even broken. Why? You can teleport.
This is really what I was saying earlier. It's like, why are we putting these missions onto the hero when really, first of all, the hero does not need to do this. Second of all, you can do it yourself. Like, if you you need to defeat the evil person, but first get my child a toy. She's upset. It's like, why am I doing this? I'm the hero. I don't have time for this. Every game does that.
Yeah.
Man, I'll give you a reward. Why don't you just give us the reward anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's face it, I need it more than you. We'll come back for that one. Unless you want to take a crack at the alchemist mission, Pete?
No. No.
It's just trying to port it off onto someone else.
It's great to be free. Now there's only one satyr left to rescue.
The dragonfly was just flying backwards.
Supercharge is here.
Oh, of course. Oh, it used to let you jump higher with supercharge. Dump fuck. Oh yeah, you have a path to follow. Oh. God, on the Discord server to stir in some trouble. Yeah. You know what? I snoozed all of the fandom groups I'm on Facebook, or at least all of them I'm
Why?
end up coming across, and I'm actually rather enjoying the peace and quiet that comes from not scrolling through them. And well, it was because I wasn't seeing any post by actual friends at all on Facebook.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I love being part of certain fandoms, but it can get a bit much and a bit exhausting.
You love being part of what fandoms?
Pardon?
You said, what did you say? You love being part of what fandoms?
Certain fandoms.
Oh, right. I thought you were naming a specific one.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But it can get a bit exhausting.
Yeah.
I keep getting posts on Hallmark movie Facebook pages, and I don't know why.
Yeah. But even if you mute and...
I don't think I've ever even seen a Hallmark movie.
I mean, even if you unfollow all your tag groups and snooze all your meme pages, you still get, like, suggested for you more than you get friend posts.
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
You want me to have a go at this?
Yeah, if you want. I'll invite you to share play. Well, I felt all under same consent. So, it's a circle jerk, that is what you're saying.
What? Who said that?
It said, well, on this Discord, we're almost all united under the same consent. Like,
It'll be all good.
Mind you, every Star Wars group is a circle jerk, depending on what you...
Jesus! That was a shot fired.
Yeah.
straight up nuke.
Even the ones that, even the ones I like are guilty of that. Like, and when you think, yeah, and when you consider the fucking Philistinism of Star Wars fans, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, what's the worst fandom that you've ever been a part of?
Star Wars?
It probably is Star Wars, yeah. I try not to engage with fandoms that much for the well, no, I did, publicly like Rick and Morty for a bit.
Okay.
If everyone agrees most of the time and rarely argues, then yeah. Well, no, the polite term for that is echo chamber, but like, I mean, you're in a Discord. Oh God, it's kicked you out because connections.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Oh dear.
Shall we try again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll invite you again.
In my experience, the worst one I've ever been in, you might not have heard of it. It's like this one woman who called Aphmau. And in my defense, when I joined this fandom, I was a kid, so I didn't realize that it was actually really toxic.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake. That's a common mistake.
Yeah. And then, you know, I've grown up now, and I look back and I'm like, that, not only was it toxic, but the person, like, because it was a YouTube series fandom.
Yeah.
But not only was it toxic, but the writer of it was very, very toxic. She had this persona of someone who was really sweet and kind, but she's really not. She's actually a really harmful, hurtful person.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, it is a Discord server about one specific YouTuber, I'm given to understand. So, like, you've kind of got to expect sort of an echo chamber effect there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I'm not in a lot of content creator Discord servers, but I am in a couple of them.
I'm not.
Yeah, but I think the worst fandom I ever identified myself as a part of was probably Rick and Morty. Just because, like,
isn't the show supposed to be really good?
I mean, I haven't really seen much past season 3, but that was pretty good. But, like, because the show deals with a few high concepts, but does so in an approachable way, the fandom is full of, like, some of the, like, you know the type, the person at a party who is, like, one of the stupidest people you've ever seen who thinks he's one of the smartest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those in the Rick and Morty space.
Oh, gross.
Like,
you have to have a high IQ to appreciate
well, yeah,
it.
to be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. No, you don't. No, you don't. Most of the humour is fart jokes and, like, similar levels of...
Isn't it, doesn't it deal with, like, stuff like drug abuse and mental health and stuff?
Yeah, and, like,
okay.
I mean, Rick and Morty is a fun show, but, I'm only put out the Star Wars one, so I guess for me it's the worst, and also well, like, I bet you'd call yourself a fan of other things, but, like, that's not the same as, engaging in fandom spaces. which is, as a practice, I would say avoid if at all possible.
Yeah, I mean, there are some spaces that are really good because the fandom itself is really good.
Yeah.
But even then, I tend to avoid it, and I only really discuss it with close friends who have a similar interest to it.
Yeah. Let's
because I want
to. What's the best one fandom group you've been a part of?
It's one that I'm still in now, and it is a YouTube one. But it's well, actually, I've got two. It's the Sander-sized Thomas Sanders fandom.
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, that one's such a good one.
He's still good, isn't he? He hasn't nothing's come out about him, has it?
No, he's still amazing. He's still a great guy.
Oh, thank God for that, because I really liked his vines.
Yeah, I do like his vines, and I look. Have you seen Sander-sides?
I haven't seen that specific thing.
You need to watch it. Honest to God, it's amazing. They deal with a lot of mental health stuff and some things about moral standpoints. It's so good. I'm so excited for the next episode.
Of engaging Jack is interacting with, basically.
Yes,
social media going into fandom spaces is generally a bad idea, I find.
Yeah,
there are exceptions, but most of the time it just results in frustration.
Yeah, and the fandom's so sweet. There's the occasional toxic people, but you know what? It's quickly shut down within the fandom, which is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there was one meme group I was in for a while, and it was about the 1999 Mummy movies, and that's probably one of the most wholesome fandom spaces I've ever been in.
Interesting, very interesting.
Movie fandoms are a lot of nice people in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can encounter quite a lot of nice people in them.
But as tends to happen, that was kind of a meme group that was taken over by well, eventually, as groups grow, they also grow the population of...
What? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, you were so close.
Yeah, I would recommend checking out Sander-sides, though.
Yeah. I mean, I joined these groups for the memes, not for the discourse. But then the memes just... Well, in Star Wars groups especially, the memes just became whining. And that's...
What's your favourite Star Wars movie?
What is my favourite?
Yes.
My favourite one is The Last Jedi.
Okay.
So I will acknowledge that the best one from mechanically is The Empire Strikes Back.
Fair.
Probably Revenge of the Sith.
That is valid too. That is a great time of a film.
Yeah. It's also a very tragic ending.
Yeah.
Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Yeah, it's one of my favourite shows.
It is good.
Yeah.
I've been I've watched it for the third time, and I've got my friend Jason into it. And I've made him promise me that the last 4 episodes he will not watch without me, because I really want to see his reaction to them.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the way they ended the show was chef's kiss amazing.
It was. I mean, I guess they could have done more seasons with it.
They definitely could have, but
An open ending.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's kind of an open ending.
Yeah, it was a very open ending, and it was also had a lot of elements of like a hopeful ending as well. Like good things can still come. BoJack can still redeem himself, but I still feel that even if BoJack does redeem himself, in the eyes he will redeem himself in the eyes of the public, but not in the eyes of his friends. Which honestly, I think would be a good choice.
And well, the thing is, he was never going to redeem himself in his own eyes.
No, exactly.
Like, yes, episode 5 is the best part. My most enjoyable Star Wars experience is the expanded universe content. Cool. I'm glad you have that thing. What's the word I was going to say?
Opinion.
Yeah, I'm glad you have those. I'm glad you have that source of inspiration. Although, tucked away, wasn't he? Yeah. I've read a few of the expanded universe books. I've even liked one or two of them. Well, no, I wouldn't say I've read a Star Wars book I particularly disliked.
Now that you have rescued all
But a
the
lot of
Satyrs
them
in
are kind of
Fracture
mid.
Hills, you ought to explore the temple.
Still good though.
Yeah.
Music can calm the savage beast.
It's like,
Bagpipe music can break solid rock.
and it's like some of them have been really fun. On Audible they're great because like the audiobook versions have music and sound effects and everything, and the presentation is just, it's more like an audio drama than an audio book. And
yeah,
that's just fun.
What was like, so when watching BoJack Horseman, what was the moment where you realised that this show was not going to be like as you what you thought it was going to be like?
I was probably late to that realisation, obviously, honestly. Sometime in season 3, I reckon. Because I remember one of my favourite episodes for a long time was the one with Daniel Radcliffe in it.
Yeah, that was a funny episode. Was that actually Daniel Radcliffe, or was it someone pretending?
It was.
No, it was him. It was Daniel
Oh
Radcliffe.
my god.
Apparently he asked to be in the show.
That's amazing.
Good, yeah.
Another reason to love Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Didn't think I needed one.
Hey! There
Finally.
But then Free Churro became my favourite episode.
That is a good episode. I agree with you on that.
It's just like a 20-minute monologue. But
Yeah.
it's really good.
Please take it.
I think my favourite has to be Free Churro was good actually though, but it's not my favourite. What's my favourite? I don't know. It's oh yeah, I know what it is. It's the old Sugarman face.
Oh my god.
That episode broke me, but it was amazing. It was really well done.
Yeah. If you think those books are a thrill, wait till you read any other book. No, I'm kidding, of course, but no, I'm glad you like them. They are fun. I prefer the self-contained stories myself when it comes to Star Wars extended material.
Yeah.
Like that Death Troopers one you recommended me, that was very good. That was a very effective horror book. Short, sharp, and focused. That's how these should be.
Ugh.
There's nothing even there. It's just an invisible wall.
There you go. Like, I mean, I still say if I had to list my top 10 books I've ever read, a Star Wars book wouldn't make the list. And that's even more true because I've been making my way through Discworld and those books are amazing. But
Fair.
yeah.
I've only read one of them.
Which one did you read?
Masquerade. When we did it.
I actually haven't read any of these Star Wars books.
Oh,
I was talking about Discworld.
Oh, sorry.
By Terry Pratchett. The Colour of Magic and The Light Fantastic are probably the worst ones, the first two. But they, like, immediately get loads better after that. Although, the Skywarn adaptation of The Colour of Magic and The Light Fantastic, that is but just called The Colour of Magic, was pretty fun. It has, Tim Curry in it. And Jeremy Irons. And David Jason. And Christopher Lee.
Interesting. Very interesting. I will always...
I'm gonna give up. Trying to get the... I was trying to get the chest in that little cave.
Ah. Right.
You can tag back in now.
Alright. That's what you want. You don't have to, like, play as little as possible, though. I'm quite happy to let you just have a go at your leisure. Oh, you dropped me off right by the temple.
Oh, hi, Dragon Boy. You're probably expecting me to say, "You're
This
my
just
hero.
sounds weird.
Thanks for
These
saving
lines
our
just sound
house.
weird
That's
in
me."
that
Sorry,
accent.
short stuff.
Yeah.
I was only in here
I
because
mean, that was
had to
probably
be-
more
hi,
Welsh
Dragon Boy.
than the rest
The
of
other
them.
fawns wanted me to give you this talisman.
Oh, hi, Dragon Boy. You're probably expecting me to be... You're my hero. Thanks for saving poor, helpless little me, blah, blah, blah.
There's that shit.
You know what, I might not do my own Spyro stream today.
Fair.
See, this is what I was worried about, Pete. I didn't want to step on your plans. Where are... Okay,
I can do it next week.
Oh, those are both Alchemist.
Yeah.
Right.
Might as well do another level.
Yeah. What's the time on the stream?
It
Hi,
is
Mr. Wolf.
If she gets trapped again, feel free to...
1 hour 50 exactly.
What do you think, guys? You got one more level in you?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I might. Maybe we could do. Yeah. Maybe we'll do one more level and then I could do mine.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you can watch it if you want, Paris.
Okay, yeah, but I probably won't be able to stay for the whole of it.
I might see if I can. Stream it on Discord. Because I've been trying to get that working.
Okay, that'd be good.
Oh, do you have a capture card?
I've got an Elgato.
Which one do you have?
I've been HD 60.
Ah.
I think that's.
That's probably going to have an input delay on your controller. But if you have, like, 2 screens, that's probably not going to be much of an issue. I don't know, Pete. Trying is the first step towards failure. And that is why nobody will ever remember your name.
Blunt.
I was quoting the film Troy there, but
Okay.
but trying is the first step towards. Yeah, it's also the first step towards being good at something. And failure is the first step towards being good at something. Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something. Is my point. Oh, magma cone. How about that one?
I suck at playing video games. I'm awful at playing Cuphead.
I mean, you'll never be as bad at video games as Seb is.
That is true. We did prove that in a stream that I am better than him.
Yeah. That, and everyone remembers his name. Well, yeah, but that's not why everyone remembers his name.
Howard. He's a man whose name you love to touch.
But you
Cause his name can be said by anyone.
Yeah, but it's one of the reasons. I'm not sure it is. Like, people remember Homer Simpson's name because he's an iconic character from a long-running series that was good once.
Yeah. I remember, you know what, in 2020, back before the world went to shit, well, even more to shit, I remember there was a thing where it was like, could 2020 be the year where The Simpsons end? And even then I was like, that is so ridiculous, of course they're not going to end it this year. And did they? Nope.
Though I heard one of the most recent seasons of The Simpsons was surprisingly not awful. Like,
What?
I heard one of the recent seasons of The Simpsons was surprisingly good.
Good. Think. I don't know, I never watched The Simpsons.
Oh, right. Oh, God, it's more of
It's all on Disney Plus.
I know, but there's so many episodes, and at this point I'm just like, because of the amount, it's like, is it... I know people are going to be like, oh yeah, but it's so worth it, but at the same time it's like, I'm lazy.
Well, what if I said just watch the first 10 seasons? Like, you probably wouldn't be missing much if you stopped there. I don't want The Simpsons to end until Ryan Reynolds cameos as both himself and Deadpool. Is that what you're holding out for? Yes, fair.
I do know a few things about The Simpsons. I've seen The Simpsons movie, but that's not because I chose to watch it. It's because someone else in my house was watching it.
To be fair, The Simpsons movie is one of the better recent efforts. Like, they did pull out all the stops for that one. I mean...
That's good then.
Oh. So, you know, there are worse examples of The Simpsons you could have seen.
Enough then.
But, like, apparently, The Simpsons episode schedule, as it stands, they will pass 800 episodes.
Huh.
You mean they haven't?
They haven't yet.
I will say this much, even though I haven't seen The Simpsons, I know it's better than Family Guy.
Yeah. I mean...
Futurama's back.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Futurama is
They're
something worth watching.
They're making new episodes.
Yeah, I do hear Futurama's good. I mean, I have heard that Futurama's good, that's correct. That's politically correct.
Yeah.
There was one series that's like you heard so much about and you were so excited to click on, but then you watched it and it was like, this is shit. Do you even have one?
I probably do. I'm just going to have to think for a bit. Because, if we're talking about a series, you get excited for on reputation, but then it's just not very good.
Yeah.
To be honest, Firefly
Not good.
just didn't click with me.
Fair.
They think of one.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not Firefly. It was 13 Reasons Why.
Oh my god, I agree with that.
I couldn't even get past the first episode, if I'm being honest with you. It was that bad. I'm not the type to DNF shows, but like...
I know what it was. I know
I've
what it
watched
was
all of it.
trying to do. It was trying to raise awareness around a lot.
That is an excuse.
Yeah, but just because it's trying to do something doesn't mean that it does a good job of it.
It did the worst job it possibly could. Firstly, it was flagrantly irresponsible in its depiction of suicide.
Yes.
And oh god.
They did cut that scene out.
Actually, I'm not sure we should use that word. Algorithms and stuff. Oh well, I've said it now. But
Depiction of
self-termination, I suppose.
That works.
Yeah. Oh. Just.
When I watched it, they'd already took that scene out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I have seen the actual scene. I did manage to find it.
Like, they just like. It came across as they were trying to make it look cool as a revenge tactic. It's like, no! And they like, there are guidelines for the responsible depiction of that in media, and it violated all of them.
I actually don't even think that is the worst scene in 13 Reasons Why. There's one in season 2 that just comes out of nowhere.
They made a season 2 of that.
They made
3 seasons right now.
4 seasons, I think. Or 5, either 4 or 5.
There's enough.
4. Yeah, there were 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's enough.
The thing with the first scene is you knew it was coming, but this one in season 2 just came out of nowhere.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that one was a bit weird. It should have handled it a lot better than it did.
Oh god, it's Moneybags.
It's EA.
Screw you, Moneybags.
Well, if it isn't my best customer. The elevator in the next room can take you to the volcano. You can
Yeah, imagine if they did make him charge real money.
A few gems.
They thought about it.
It's up
I mean,
to
this
doing business with you. Simply
I mean,
step onto the
former
elevator.
EA CEO John Riccatello is on record as having pitched in a board meeting the concept of charging money for in-game ammo used in Battlefield.
What? stupid. Who the hell would be like, oh yeah, this idea is gonna be great?
Money.
And he actually said, and these were his exact words, when you run out of ammo in your clip and we ask you for $1 to reload, you're not going to be very price sensitive at that point, are you? And we're not gouging, we're charging. It's like, fuck off.
There's probably a reason why he's fought.
This Battlefield's a free game.
No, it was a 40, 50, it was a AAA title that they charged top dollar for.
I was going to say, if it was free, then that would be a bit more reasonable, but...
Well, even if it was free...
Fortnite is free.
Even if it was free, a shooter charging for ammo is, like... I mean, that's like that Waterworld arcade game from The Simpsons. 40 quarters.
Also, on the topic of The Simpsons...
40
Sorry.
quarters, this better be good. The guy takes one step and then it goes, game over, please deposit 40 quarters. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Do you think that The Simpsons can predict the future? Because a lot of people think that.
No, I don't think...
Well, they've done so many things that on The Simpsons that some of them are bound to turn out to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Super Bowl, like, they have... If they could predict the future, all of them would be true. But they're not.
They predicted Donald Trump becoming president.
Well, actually, no, they didn't. They actually didn't, because a few years prior to him actually running for president, he said that he was going to do that. So they didn't predict the future. But I can understand why people would think that they predicted the future.
Yeah. Well, they said the same about George Orwell with 1984. And I take a tiny bit of umbrage with that because he didn't predict the future. He extrapolated the present.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that's in the book 1984 are his sort of projections on where the world was going based on where it was then. And it's like, no, he's not a prophet. He predicted, like, he was pitching a worst case scenario of if things carry on as they are.
Yeah.
In the film, they filmed like events on the actual day that they were supposed to take place.
I think when that happens, it's just coincidence, and because there's other scenarios where it's like, where it could have been that they predicted the future, people are just like, yeah, they definitely predicted the future, but I don't think they did. I really just think it's a case of huge coinkadink.
I think on South Park, Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Simpsons have done everything.
True that.
Yeah.
Well, this is easier than the one in Into the Dragonfly.
Oh, god damn it!
I say as you die.
Yeah.
It still is easier than the one in Into the Dragonfly, though.
Great
That
timing.
one's nearly impossible.
Yeah. Oh. 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 God. No! Oh. That was my B. I just...
Well, wasn't anyone else's.
I just completely messed that one up. Huh.
Be a funny, but whose fault would it be?
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, alley-oop.
The side of your house damaged my car. Bloody punk rocker.
I'll tell you what it's all about.
Bloody punk rock.
Thanks for closing the lid on the volcano,
Why is
Spyro.
he Irish?
Things were getting a little too hot around here. By the way, here's a talisman I was saving for the party later. I think you deserve it more.
I think he was always Irish. Although in the original he sounded more like a mix of Scottish and Irish. I suppose you're here for the party. I'm afraid it's been cancelled.
Hey, Spyro! You're just in time for the party!
Hey, I heard you like the wild
Those
ones.
nasty lava monsters hadn't stolen our hats. It just won't be the same without
I
party
remember
hats.
this.
Did you ever watch Phineas and Ferb as a kid?
No, I can't say that
What?
I did.
Did we ever watch what?
Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit of it.
Isn't that the thing?
don't really
that
remember
meme
anything about
comes from?
Which meme?
If I had a nickel for every time
Yeah,
this thing,
that's where the meme comes from. I would have.
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, whenever I thought with such happiness whenever I hear that. Because I know where it came from. It's actually from the movie of the Phineas and Ferb movie.
Ah. I wasn't really a Nickelodeon kid. I've never seen a single episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
It's not Nickelodeon.
Oh, is it not? That was a
No.
Cartoon Network thing, was it?
It was Disney.
Was it? Oh.
Yes.
Alright then.
Really into Nickelodeon? Okay, well, what's your excuse then for not watching?
I didn't really watch the Disney Channel as a kid either.
Disney Channel. To be fair, actually, when you were a kid, it probably wasn't on.
Possibly.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was. I do often forget that there is, like, what, 10 years age difference?
Yeah, that I'm fucking old.
You're not old. It's just a 10-year age difference. That's barely anything. It's not a good thing to say to a lawyer.
Yeah. Oh.
Age is just a number.
Age is just a number. Yeah, you know what's also a number? 911, what's your emergency?
Yeah.
I love kids. He's a pedo.
Oh. Was that from something?
In between us two.
Oh, right.
I think it's Simon who says, "Oh, I love kids." And then this couple walk past and Jay just goes, "He's a paedophile." And then Simon, I think he lands in the kid's lap somehow. Like he goes down, going down the slide or something.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's a scam.
I need a rock. Okay. Where are you? There you are.
Thanks, Spyro. You saved the party. Here, this got mixed in with the cheese balls, and I almost chipped a tooth on it.
Mind you, I am... I also didn't watch certain things I don't have the age excuse for. Like,
Right.
Well, I didn't watch Avatar: The Last Airbender until, like, a couple of years ago.
The movie or the series?
The series. I've not watched the movie and have no plans to. And
yeah, it's shit.
When basically every writing YouTube channel ever kept saying how good it was. I was like, oh, I missed something, didn't I? I did watch one episode when it was on Nickelodeon as a kid, and it was the one episode that everyone says is bad. I didn't think it was bad, but it didn't sell me on watching the rest of it. And it was basically the only inconsequential episode in the entire series that just happened to be on the one time I watched it.
Did you watch Power Rangers as a kid?
Yeah.
I did too.
There was the original
series rewatching that.
I was about 5, and then there was Time Force on at 8 o'clock before I went to school.
I watched Power Rangers Samurai because that was the one that was like available for me.
Yeah.
Which is probably the worst one, and I've since watched it again, and the acting is shit.
Well, that's a truth universally acknowledged across the board in Power Rangers, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know what? I liked it as a kid, and it kept me entertained and kept me from running rapid around the house, so I can't complain. And neither can my parents. I was also like a Winx Club kid, which was also
that's
shit.
supposed to happen.
Pardon?
Oh. The lift.
Sorry?
The lift in that room, so you could get back up.
What am I supposed to do?
I think you're still missing some gems. Oh, and you haven't done the crystal popcorn bit yet, have you?
No. So I need to get out of this volcano, yeah?
Yeah.
I like this as a flying around place. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't let me keep the flying.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Nick.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. So yeah, it was only a few years ago I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I was very late to that party.
Fair then.
I mean, I was at one point morbidly curious to watch the movie, but nah, I don't really do hate watching.
That's also fair. Yeah, I've never really watched something specifically to hate on it. The only time, like, when I've ever heard of a movie and I've been like, I bet that's gonna be crap, is The Sausage Party.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my god, this is the stupidest idea. They've officially run out of ideas for kids' movies. It's not a kids' movie, though, is it?
No.
And you know what? I learned that when it's actually kind of funny. During science class once at school, we finished early, and my teacher was going through YouTube videos to watch, and the advert for Sausage Party came on, and the teacher decided to put it on. And then it went to that moment where I think it was a Twinkie. The Twinkie was like, when you see that shit, you won't believe your fucking mind. Good luck. And then that was when I realized, oh shit, this is not a kids movie. And then at that point I was like, this is genius. Because it actually does look like a good, like, adults movie. I mean, I haven't watched it, but from what I've heard, it is good.
I did once. I thought it was, I remember thinking it was alright. I don't really remember much about it, though. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, first you like the white ones.
I think Seth Rogen generally is alright. Though,
yeah.
I think,
isn't he? He's in the Mario movie, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Donkey Kong.
Nice.
Black Bowser.
Yeah. That's a good casting choice.
Chris Pratt can do better than that. He was in the Lego movie. He's done voiceover. He knows how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just get Mario's voice actor.
I kind of get why they didn't get Mario's voice actor, but at the same time, they could have picked literally anybody else, and they chose Chris Pratt.
And he's also Garfield, so which gave rise to a lot of the jokes of Chris Pratt has been revealed as the voice of literally any animated character.
Wait a second, he's going to be playing Garfield?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, did you not know?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Those two things were announced very close together, which is why the jokes.
Oh my god!
Chris Pratt revealed as the new voice of Princess Fiona, or...
Okay. Oh my god, no, I don't accept this. I do not accept it.
In the new Jurassic World movie, Chris Pratt voices all the dinosaurs.
Oh my god. Okay.
Have you seen the Gordon Ramsay Jurassic Park?
I've got nothing against Chris Pratt as a person. From what I've heard, he seems like a decent guy. However, you could have picked anybody else. And you chose Chris Pratt?
The cat, Jack, is the answer to that.
Chris Pratt, the cat.
Chris Pratt is going to be voicing Garfield. And Mario. Will be Mickey Mouse next.
Oh, I hope not. Okay. Being real for a second, I understand why they didn't go for Mario's original voice actor, because even though it's the Mario movie, it's a separate canon from the Mario movie, and it's also separate. It's a separate story to the Mario movie, to the Mario game. Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
So I can understand that. But Chris Pratt...
He's right there. Charles Martinet is right there and would probably love the work.
Yeah.
And also, his Mario voice is iconic. You can't not.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go. At the same time, though, there would probably be worse choices.
Have you ever seen the live-action movie?
I haven't seen the live-action movie, but from what I've heard, it's awful.
I think it's underrated.
Yeah.
Like,
is Danny DeVito in that one?
No.
No.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, isn't it? And
yeah,
Dennis Hopper as Bowser.
I'm really looking forward to the Mario movie, to be honest.
I am too. I love everything in that trailer apart from Chris Pratt's Mario voice. It looks like it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good. I told my cousin about it and he got really excited as well.
But like,
which was adorable.
I also don't like it because, you know, voice actors in general, like, I reckon they basically get no respect.
No, they really don't, unless they're also in like live action movies like what Jack Black is. Then they get no
Jack
respect.
Black was an actor before he did voiceover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when animated projects cast for voice acting, it seems like they look for a person who can best disappear into the role, as you would. But when big budget pictures cast for voice acting, they seem to pick the most distinctive voice ever that no one could mistake for anyone else.
Yeah, and that's starting to become an unfortunate trend, especially now.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you cast
Schwarzenegger ever done voice acting?
Not that I know of.
It's like I get like, you know, attaching a big name to a movie so it like helps to get people to watch it, but also if you're gonna do that, pick someone who has got good voice acting experience. Don't just pick them because they're famous and available.
Well, that's the thing. Chris Pratt does have good voice acting experience. He's just chose not to draw upon it for this film, it seems.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem. And also, not a good choice for Mario either.
Yeah.
From what I hear, Mario's going to have an American accent, and so's Luigi, apparently.
I mean, like, I don't mind that so much because...
Mario was originally American.
Yeah, I mean, he's canonically from Brooklyn, I think, so...
The only reason I think I have an issue with it is because I'm so used to him with an Italian accent.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, again, nothing against Chris Pratt or anything. He's a great guy, from what I've heard. But, not the best option.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what else... Right. Pete, what else am I supposed to do here? Because I've been running around...
You need to find, yeah, you need to go across that bridge.
What bridge? Oh, that bridge.
What bridge? Oh, that one. You mean the one you're pointing at? Sorry.
I think
Alright.
I know, this is where you have to go, I think.
Oh yeah, this is the place, I remember. And, oh, 2 orbs.
Hey, Spyro. Check out this cool cave I found. Let's play a little game. Every so often, a piece of this crystal popcorn pops out of the ground. The first one to grab 10 of them wins. I'm ready when you are.
They could choose worse. They could choose better.
Garfield, who's a cat, Beast Boy, or Firefly? I think it's a cat.
Yep.
Or Andrew.
Yeah. But I don't think it's Andrew Garfield. If it was going to be Andrew Garfield, I feel like if there's only one person who play Andrew Garfield.
Wait a minute. Andrew Garfield hates Mondays and loves lasagna.
Nice. I said I don't want to talk about it. Also, what's the name of the voice actress of Sarah Lynn?
Oh, who was it?
I'll give you another orb if you can beat me again. Let's play to 15 this time.
Because she's in a lot of things, but she is really good at voice acting, especially like in as cartoon kids.
Yeah. Oh, I am not doing well. I'm starting to think I may have been hustled.
You may have been hustled, did you say?
Yeah. It's when
We've
someone
got the orb already. Why didn't you just give it to us anyway? You're actively stopping us from saving your world.
Pretty fast, but not as fast.
I feel like that guy's a character that people would simp over.
What, Hunter?
Yeah.
I
don't know why.
I'm ready when you are.
I mean, if they would, they are, and I don't need to know if they are or not.
They probably are. You know,
they definitely are.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
I think Aurora was a lot of people, a lot of furries of origin.
Right.
People simping over anime characters or animated characters excessively is my villain origin story.
Really?
Yeah. That's only partly a joke.
Yeah. I'm not sure the context. Is that something you do, or does that annoy you? Because it could have been either.
No, I don't do it. It's something that kind of annoys me.
Ah, right.
I don't get it.
Huh.
Like, I will make jokes, but there are people who are serious.
Yeah.
And that I don't get.
Oh. I'll get him.
Like, it's like how people were with Undertale with one specific character.
Was it Toria?
No.
Ah.
It was Sans.
Oh, right. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
People were really bad. It was really bad. People going far as to making threats to other people who also were simping for Sans.
Oh, this is a very one-sided game.
Nasty Nog is a simp.
Are you any good at this one, Pete?
No. I think this one's basically just luck.
You're pretty fat.
Come on! Not you, the game. You're standing right on it.
Yeah.
Or back to DreamWorks movies, like we were talking about earlier. What is a DreamWorks movie that you wished they made a sequel of?
Probably The Road to El Dorado.
Yeah, I wish they made a sequel to Monsters vs. Aliens.
Pretty fast, but not as fast.
But I might
I saw that one.
It's so good, and it's one of the very few DreamWorks movies with a female lead. And that's not why I want a sequel, by the way.
It'd still be valid if it was.
I wish they made a sequel to A Bug's Life. I know that's Pixar.
I think, you know, because they've done it for The Incredibles, haven't they? And they've done it for Toy Story. I reckon either Bug's Life or Up is going to be on the chopping block for a sequel.
The thing is, A Bug's Life isn't that popular.
Yeah, that's why I reckon it's either that or Up. Or WALL-E. Oh my god, I hope they don't do WALL-E. Because even though I would love to see more robotic robot romance, just leave my boy WALL-E alone. Let him and Eve grow old together.
I don't remember that much about WALL-E.
Have you heard of the Pixar theory?
I've heard the expression, I'm not sure what the theory is.
Oh my god, you need to I can't really explain it because there's so much in-depth detail about it, but essentially it's a theory that all Pixar movies are connected.
Oh, I have heard of that one, yeah.
And it's amazing how, when a new Pixar movie comes out, that people are like, alright, how does this fit into the Pixar theory? And I love it. Someone even wrote a book about how it's all connected. And I'm very tempted to buy it.
But Tarzan's parents are Elsa and Anna's cousins or something.
That's not Pixar.
Oh no.
That's Disney.
Yeah.
But I think that was
speaking of theories.
Huh?
Speaking of theories, though.
It was a theory at one point.
Heard
Yeah, you're right.
that theory, yeah.
Do you want me to go through the Pixar theory? Because I love talking about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me just save my game and I'm gonna get a timeline up. Just so it's...
the Pizza Planet truck is in most of them. The Pixar films. Most of the Pixar films have the Pizza Planet truck in them.
Oh yeah, they're all Pixar films have the Pizza Planet truck in them, and the numbers A1113. A113, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Pixar.
Paris goes off to consult a conspiracy.
Timeline. Have you seen all the Pixar movies?
I've seen most of them, I think.
Okay, so spoiler warning for a few of them.
I haven't seen all of them.
Huh?
I haven't seen all of them.
Okay, so spoiler warning.
Alright.
Okay, sorry, just one moment, please.
Okay. Oh.
Sorry.
Excuse me one moment.
Excuse me one moment, please. Okay. How do I zoom in? Okay, here we go. Okay, so basically it starts with the good dinosaur, and basically when the Earth is the dinosaur world, but when the meteor misses the Earth, it basically ages the Pixar world 1 million years. So that's a few million more years until humans start to be evolved. And at this point in the movie, you know, there's not many dinosaurs, and dinosaurs have got a lot of architectural abilities, and it makes sense then why cavemen would why the Pixar movies in the future would be way more advanced, you know, because they had technology a lot earlier. So yeah, it starts
they changed it.
Pardon?
They changed that scene that we just saw. Because in the original, he just pushes him into the lava.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about...
He straight up murders him. But in this one, he just bumps into him and accidentally knocks him in.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they changed it.
So yeah, after millions of years, the dinosaurs eventually do die out, and then animals come. Sorry, I can't fucking talk. Then, after millions of years of evolution and stuff, humans finally come into the picture, and in the next movie in the timeline is Brave. And you know the story of Brave?
Yep. I've never seen it.
Okay, well at this point there's magic
Is that the one in Scotland?
Yes, that's the one in Scotland. At this point we've got magic introduced to it, which will come into play later on. But we also have the witch, who will also come into play later on. But remember her. But something you need to remember about the witch is, you know, she has a magic house.
Yeah.
And how does she get from her wood shop to her wizard shop? She snaps her fingers and goes through a door. Just remember that. Okay? Okay, so anyway, after years and years of, well, a lot of things going on, we eventually get to Luca. And, you know, we know what happens in Luca. At this point...
I haven't seen it.
Pardon?
I've never seen Luca.
Oh, watch it. But one thing I will tell you about that movie is it's really fruity. Sorry. So Luca is the first look at the modern world as we know it. And at this point, we know that magic is starting to fade out, to the point where people don't even recognize it as a thing. People are starting to forget it. But at the end of the movie, they're starting to realize that it exists, acknowledge it, and accept it once again. Anyway, time moves on, and you know the movie Lightyear?
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Canonically, Lightyear is the reason why Andy wanted a Buzz Lightyear in the first place. So canonically, that movie comes before Toy Story. But then Toy Story does...
Buzz Lightyear Star Command is technically... Buzz Lightyear Star Command's Pixar as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's supposed... canonically, that's also supposed to come out after the movie. So it goes movie, then the series. Then after that comes the Toy Story movies, 1 and 2. And once again, we're starting to get a bigger picture of the modern world. And the idea that toys now actually come to life. And it's believed that this is a combination of memories and magic. That's why they come to life. But yeah, we all know the plot of Toy Story, and what we realise from Toy Story 3, which we'll come on to later, is that what toys are most afraid of is being forgotten about their owners. And that comes into important play. Anyway, so Turning Red is next. And once again, this is another example of magic still being apparent in the world, but being long forgotten by the public.
Wait, what's next?
Finding Nemo. At this point, animals are now sentient, and we can assume that they have been sentient for a long time, considering toys are sentient, and also because of magic. And in Brave, remember there was the man that turned into a bear. It's possible that because of that, evolution caused animals to be sentient and be able to talk and think and, you know, have real estate, which happens in Finding Nemo. I'm not doing a good job at explaining this. Okay,
No,
this is just my general understanding. So yeah, we got Finding Nemo. Then after Finding Nemo, it's Finding Dory, and from this movie, we also start to see what's happening with the world and the ocean. It's starting to become polluted and very dangerous. Again, we'll come back to that later. Then we're on to Ratatouille. Once again, shows how animals are sentient and they're becoming so intelligent that they can want jobs, they can want aspirations and stuff. But here's something else that's significant about Ratatouille: memory. What unlocks Ego to be actually a decent guy in the end? It's memories. Again, this will come back to later. Well, actually, we'll come into it right now. Inside Out.
I remember going to see that.
Yeah, the whole thing.
We went to see it, didn't we?
Yeah.
The whole thing about Inside Out is that Riley is starting to forget some things, and she's essentially growing up and changing a lot, and it's very hard because of her circumstances. But it's starting to give an insight on people's minds as well. They're becoming really advanced, that even their inner minds are becoming, you know, like a machine, which is interesting. Anyway, next up is Toy Story 3, and like I said with this one, we start to see how memories are really starting to affect the world. The biggest thing that in the world that is a big problem is memories and forgetting, which is best demonstrated in the next movie in the timeline, Coco. Coco essentially demonstrates what happens after you're forgotten. Your body just disappears, and you are never remembered again, and you're in so much pain, and you go to the land of the forgotten, which is something that is believed in Spanish is it folklore? It's not folklore. It's believed in.
I think folklore is an applicable word
in Spain. Anyway, so this basically demonstrates the whole idea of why all the toys are afraid of being forgotten, why magic is at risk of being forgotten, and you know what happens if you're being forgotten. The whole thing about Pixar movies and Pixar theory is memories and the harm that can come from forgetting, which is also demonstrated in Soul. Soul demonstrates essentially how not only how humans are created, but how the world around you is created in the and you know the effect on yourself, the effect on turmoil. I think Soul's the one I have the most trouble connecting to the timeline personally. Anyway, the next movie, at least the majority of the movie, is Up. At this point, you know how what's his name? What's the old man from Up? What's his name?
I can't remember, but I know him.
Carl.
Carl, yeah.
That's it.
His name's Carl. Anyway,
so.
Yeah.
You know, Carl, he's, you know, alone. He's like, oh my god, I just missed out a crucial part. We'll come back to Up. Okay, sorry. So, sorry. Before Inside Out and Toy Story 3 is actually The Incredibles. And this film also demonstrates how far technology has become in the real world, and how far it's come to affecting humans, which in turn makes sense how people are like machines in Inside Out, and how they're created kind of like a factory, as is demonstrated in Soul. So, sorry, missed that out. Anyway, back to Up. So we just made a huge skip in the timeline. So you know how Carl's house is trying to be bought off of a big company who's trying to build a bunch of like business buildings?
Yeah.
Do you know who owns these company?
Oh, Jack's asking if you mentioned The Bug's Life. But
Not yet, but that comes later on. This is my understanding of the Pixar theory, by the way. There's a lot of interpretations of it, but in a lot of interpretations, Bug's Life comes later. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the company that is trying to buy his house and destroy it for business land is By and Large. And By and Large are the people who created the rockets that went into space in the movie WALL-E. And this isn't speculation. On the demolition machines, there's literally the sign for By and Large on them.
What, the logo?
The logo for that's the one. The logo for By and Large for it. It's really interesting, and that is actually what made people think that. Hold on a sec. Are all these movies connected? If that is the case. So yeah. So after that comes Toy Story 4, which the whole thing is essentially we all know the movie of Toy Story 4, the story of it, blah blah blah, we know it. Anyway, after thousands and thousands of years of waste and destruction being caused to the world, essentially, eventually all the humans go into space because the world is too dirty and they need it to be cleaned up. I think it's about 8,000 years after they leave. That's when the movie WALL-E takes place. So we're making a huge time skip. But here's where the timeline goes a bit wonky, because you know the film Onward.
I don't think I've seen it.
Well, you need to. It's an amazing movie. It's basically magic in the modern world. Well, a lot of people, from my interpretation, I believe that that this is what happened when in WALL-E, when they show footage of people leaving the Earth, they showed multiple rocket ships. However, in the movie WALL-E, we only see one rocket ship. The theory goes that one or maybe two of the rocket ships went to the world of Onward and introduced.
When you get a rocket, try and hit Rip though. There's a skill point for that.
It's believed that they went to a habitable planet which had a lot of which embraced magic. And once they landed to it, they started to embrace technology, and their life became a lot easier, and magic became more minimal. Which is, once again, the theme of the movie, is that people have forgotten magic. Again, it's all about forgetting, and it's kind of, yeah, it's really sad actually. So WALL-E brings back the humans back to Earth, but between the 8,000 years, it's of the movie's Cars and Planes is set. Now there's a lot of speculation. People don't know what these movies mean. Some people think it's an alternate timeline. What I think, and this is what some other people think, is that Planes is basically a reimagine of the people in the real world, because they're in Cars 2 there are real life racers such as Lewis Hamilton, and the only reason I know that is because my dad's into the Grand Prix. I'm not into that shit. So people believe that these cars are actually memories come to life. So, and it makes sense, because how would cars reproduce? How would cars have 2 world wars, which is indicated? So it makes sense for these cars to be literally memories of the people who owned them. So it's essentially memories come to life and reimagined in a different perspective.
Right.
Anyway, after the events of Wall-E finish and the humans come down to the Earth, comes the movie Bugs Life. At this point, we already know from the movie Wall-E that bugs are definitely still exist and they're definitely still thriving. And also, you don't see a lot of, any humans in Bugs Life. There's like human architects, like that one van, but at the same time, it's like there's not a lot of humans. And what's actually believed is, the tree that they plant at the end of Wall-E? They believe that tree is the tree that the bugs live in in a Bug's Life. Which makes a lot of sense because it's a similar tree type, and it's in like a secluded open area, just like where it was planted. But now I hear what you're saying. But where are the humans? Well, the humans are dead. At this point, it's believed that the humans eventually died off because they were unable to sustain their life after being in the comforts of robots for so many years, which makes sense, But then comes the next movie, Monsters University and Monsters Inc. And the reason why monsters exist is because, like we said in movies like Finding Nemo, and Ratatouille, these monsters are most likely to be evolved versions of animals. I mean, Sully is often compared to a bear in the movies. It would make sense. It wouldn't make sense because there's no animals in the movies unless he's actually an evolution of a bear. And then it comes to the most important. This is where the timeline ends, technically, but this is where it becomes really important. The character Boo?
Yeah.
It's believed because of genetics and how she appears that Boo grew up to be the witch in Brave. Now hear me out. The witch is often carving bears, which, like I said, Sully was often compared to. But there's even a sculpture of Sully in her cabin, whatever the fuck it's called. But also, how in Monsters Inc., how do they travel? They travel to kids to scare them using a door. And how does the witch travel from her wood shop to her witch shop? Using a door.
Coincidence? I think not!
Yeah, exactly! It's believed that Boo lived around the time of the Supers, which makes sense because at this point, fear. You know how in Monsters Inc. They're having a lot of trouble. There's a scarce shortage, and that's because at this point there's not a lot of fear going on in the world. People are a lot more happier. Therefore, they're using fear as a means of energy is unproductive and just ineffective. Which makes sense why they then go to laughter, but it also makes sense because there's no humans in the world. How do they get their energy? They get their energy from traveling back in time, which makes sense because as time passes forward for them, so time passes forward in the past as well. And it also makes sense because if Boo truly went back way far into the past to medieval Scotland, then there would be a continuous time loop. Therefore, the monsters would be able to go back and collect energy. All this indicates is that not only is it a huge loop, all the Pixar movies are connected.
Wow.
So, that being said, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a very elaborate theory.
Yeah. There's other things that go into a lot more detail and better detail than me.
Does Jesse being in Monsters Inc. trigger into this?
Yeah, because that would make sense. Boo is like concept. Boo is supposed to be from the 80s time, right? Which is around when people stop feeling People are scared for obvious reasons, because, you know, there's the supers around. And not only did the Toy Story movie come out in the 90s, but Andy got Woody from his father. So that means that there must be, at the very least, his father must have been at least 20 when he had Andy, meaning that the timeline for Jessie to exist in the 80s makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, Woody's a toy from the 50s.
Yeah, but at this point, the toy might have been replicated or even made knockoffs of.
And since I know you've really missed being on vacation,
people do that, you know.
Nice for you. It's not much, but
Sorry?
So
Yeah, there's a Facebook page we follow.
I look
Some
into
knockoffs of.
I'd like to, but I've got to go check
Yeah,
out
people make
remember
knockoffs all the time. Anyway, that's the best way I can explain it. If you really want to, like, look into it, I'd look into someone else's video explaining it, because I don't think I did a good job.
No,
And
follow.
I don't know for sure that people can definitely explain it a lot better than I can.
I better follow her.
I could follow along, alright. Oh, Jack wants to know when you watched Buffy.
Oh, I don't know. I think let's see. Monday, I do know I'm free. Tuesday, I do know I'm free, but I'm not gonna be doing much on Tuesday because I've got a doctor's appointment the next day, and it's really important. Wednesday evening, I'll be busy. Thursday evening, I'll be busy. So Monday, I guess.
I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready.
Tuesday, I'm not free. Okay, that's good because I'm not free either.
The super portal should work again.
I'm gonna find a good video explaining, and I'm gonna send it to you guys. Because, like I said, there are people who can explain it a lot better than me.
Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Wait a minute, so Moneybags sold him those bombs?
Don't even try.
That's an act of treason.
Boy, or you'll be in the smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something quick.
Hey! Give that back! Well, I tried.
You little fools! After I destroy you all with my new scepter, I'm going
I've
to
sent it to the general chat. Because that's the only place I know where I can send it to. They are.
You know, I might do a test stream.
Okay, I have to go in a minute. Actually,
Well,
looking at the
now
time.
would be a good time to end the stream since we've just finished that hub world. Although first I will just have Moneybags teach us a head bash.
Yeah, I have to go though because I have to make dinner and it's nearly 7. I'm hungry.
Well, Spyro, it comes down to this. There's only
Well,
one more
we'll
thing
end
I
the
can
stream
teach
here
you.
anyway.
And like all the best
Alright.
things, it
We'll keep the call open and I'll
if
see
you're
if I
interested,
can
I've
get
sent
this working.
if you're interested, I've sent the theory in the chat.
Okay, cool.
If you're not, well, I'm sorry I talked your ear off for so long.
Don't apologise. It was these streams are often chatty affairs. It's perfectly normal.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks for joining us, everyone who did, and we'll see you next time.
And for everyone who didn't.
Screw you. No kidding.
Alright, see ya, everyone.